Then, using its long proboscis, the parasite injects a black liquid directly into the chest cavity, the very mutagenic substance created by the engineers. This fluid instantly restructures the organism's DNA, inserting the xenomorph's genetic code into it. If a host does not appear for too long, the egg grows thin roots that penetrate the surrounding biomass, for example, into the walls of the hive or corpses, to suck out nutrients and maintain its vital functions. At the top of the egg, there is a cross-shaped slit surrounded by muscles. As soon as the biosensors detect the movement of a warm-blooded creature, the flaps open and the main parasite bursts out, the facehugger. The facehugger is a spider-like creature the size of a large cat. It has no eyes, but on its head there is an extremely sensitive tissue that allows it to see the world in the spectrum of heat and electromagnetic fields, making it an ideal nocturnal hunter. The facehugger does not live long, about 120 hours. During this time, it must find a host at any cost. The facehugger has lungs, or rather, a system of air-conducting tubes that, by encircling the victim's trachea, allows the host to breathe regardless of the composition of the surrounding atmosphere. Before attacking, the facehugger secretes powerful neurotoxins, instantly plunging the victim into a deep sleep. This ensures the host's complete immobility during implantation. Then, using its long proboscis, the parasite injects a black liquid directly into the chest cavity, the very mutagenic substance created by the engineers. This fluid instantly restructures the organism's DNA, inserting the xenomorph's genetic code into it. Inside the victim, an embryo forms, the future chestburster. Having completed its mission, the facehugger detaches and dies, while the host regains consciousness, unaware that it carries death within itself. The next stage is the chestburster. Over the course of several hours or days, the embryo grows, feeding on the host's tissues. To get out, the chestburster secretes a special enzyme that softens the victim's ribs, muscles, and skin, making the eruption less energy-intensive. A small, pale creature resembling a snake with underdeveloped forelimbs slips out. The chestburster is still blind and extremely vulnerable, so it immediately flees to shelter. This is where the most frightening thing happens. Incredible metabolism. The chestburster eats everything: any organic matter, protein polysaccharides, and polarized silicon. It feeds on practically anything that can be broken down into basic substances that would fuel cell production. With each new piece, it grows literally before your eyes. Then, it wraps itself in a dense cocoon made of a resin-like substance it secretes. Inside this cocoon, the main miracle of transformation takes place. The chestburster molts, its tissues are restructured, and a few hours later, an adult xenomorph emerges into the world. The adult xenomorph is the pinnacle of living weapon evolution. It has a silicon skeleton of incredible strength, covered with a metallized black exoskeleton. Interestingly, about 15% of the xenomorph's DNA matches the DNA of the host in which it grew. That is why aliens bred from humans have a bipedal form, while those from dogs or cows have a quadrupedal form. On the head of the adult specimen is also located that same sensitive tissue, allowing it to see thermal and electromagnetic fields. Therefore, the monster navigates perfectly in complete darkness and through walls. The mouth is equipped with a second jaw, the inner jaw, erythroph, capable of piercing a victim's skull with incredible force. Xenomorphs feed on any organic matter, assimilating it with terrifying efficiency, and are capable of surviving in a vacuum, underwater, and in aggressive environments. The peak of the hierarchy is the queen of the hive. She is 3 to 4 times larger than a regular alien, has a massive crest on her head, and 2 pairs of arms. The queen possesses an organ that can remotely communicate with the rest of the hive. The queen is attached to a huge ovipositor that continuously produces new eggs, and if the colony is threatened with danger, the queen is able to detach from the ovipositor and personally join the battle. And in this case, her power far exceeds that of ordinary specimens. But what if the colony is just starting and there is no queen yet? In this case, the xenomorphs use a backup mechanism: egg morphing. In the absence of a queen, adult specimens are able to capture living organisms, people, animals, and, with the help of special enzymes, literally turn them into eggs. The victim's body gradually dissolves in acid, breaking down into nutrients that serve as a broth for the growing embryo inside. It is noteworthy that egg morphing serves exclusively for the creation of a new queen. From such converted eggs hatch not ordinary facehuggers, but so-called royal facehuggers, from which a new queen subsequently develops. Thus, the hive ensures its survival even after the death of the previous mother. Such is the story of the perfect predator. From a durable egg capable of waiting for years, through the paralyzing facehugger, through the bone-softening chest-burster, to an adult silicon-boned monster that, when necessary, turns living beings into incubators for a new queen. And this is only what we know for certain.